back, everyone. We're going to be talking about a movie called Train Dreams. Here to discuss that are Bart and Jennifer Mills, our local movie reviewers. Welcome, Bart and Jen.
Good morning.
All right, so Train Dreams, I believe it's been nominated for quite a few awards.
Yep, yeah, that's why we're covering it.
Yeah, we're going to start going through some of the best picture nominees for the Oscars this year. And this is one of them that I think is easily accessible for a lot of people because it is on Netflix. This is basically a movie by director Clint Bentley, who gave us Sing Sing a couple of years ago that was also Oscar nominated. This is a very different movie. This is based on a novella. It stars Joel Edgerton. Joel plays a man who's very sort of taciturn. It starts off basically following his life from the time when he's a young orphan and is shipped by train out to Idaho. Eventually, he becomes a sort of a railroad laborer and spends his days chopping down these centuries-old trees in order to build up the railroad. And the movie follows him very sort of somnambulistically, I'll use the term again, through his life from very young up until his death at 80s, no spoiler. It covers kind of the late 19th and most of the 20th century in what is kind of a tone poem of life of one man, how simple it can be, how tragic it can be, and how it's sort of tracked by the idea of train dreams, which is as he follows the trains, you keep seeing as the movie goes along, you see the trains and the transportation systems change and change until at the very end. I mean, he's in the modern times where people are actually going to the moon. So it's a very gentle, very stirring, very calm movie. It's kind of hard to give you a plot because there's not a ton of one.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting to me, but it also sounds relatable for Lima area because Lima, of course, was known for their trains, but kind of in a roundabout way.
Yeah, if you're a train fantasist, then this would be a good movie for you. There are some, but it really does illustrate. It's more about there's this sort of Emerson-esque sort of nature meditation that goes on in here, and it's really beautifully shot. I mean, the tragedy of this movie, not the tragedy of this movie is inside the movie itself, but one of the sad things is because it's a Netflix movie, most people won't get to see it on a big screen, and this would be a beautiful movie to see on a big screen.
Right.
All right, so we're going to go to my favorite website, which is, of course, Rotten Tomatoes. All right, so the critic rating for this is 95%, and the audience approval rating was just a little bit lower at 90%, so still very high.
Yeah, I think if you go into this movie, you kind of know what you're going into. I mean, nobody's been lying about the fact that it's more than, there's no superheroes or anything like that. So the audience for this that goes in is going to be, I would assume, happy with it. It's a hard movie to hate, although my wife has found a way. But it is an actual beautiful movie. And the acting is phenomenal. William H. Macy, by the way, he's in it for a very brief period, but he's
wonderful. Yeah.
So it's great.
Yeah, well, you did mention it was kind of like a meditative movie, which maybe that's what the world needs right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, if we could just slow down and embrace it and just, the whole acknowledgement of just a life that seems like it's not very important. And I think we all go through this existential angst sometimes about maybe we're not really leaving a mark on this world. To follow a man who really hasn't left a mark on this world but still lived a well and meaningful life is kind of a beautiful thing to see once in a while.
Yeah, so let's go to the big reveal here. Are we going to give this movie a big thumbs up, somewhere in the middle, or just thumbs down?
I give it a thumbs up. I think it's a beautiful movie to see. I think it's easily accessible for people. I think it's something that if you need a little bit of, this time, especially right now, a lot of us could use a little bit of time with our own brain. So the only problem is you got to put down the phone, you got to put down the magazine, you got to actually watch the movie and just be in it. I think you'll enjoy it.
Jen? Jen, what about you?
Even though he said that I hated the movie, it wasn't for me. I'm not going to lie, but it was still a beautiful, moving picture. I greatly appreciated that. It was just not for me at that particular time, but still a lovely movie. And if you know what you're getting into and you want something that's just calming and simple and meditative, like you said, then this would be perfect for you.
All right, so I'm saying that's a thumbs up. So,
yeah.
All right, so 2 thumbs up.
No direct answers in this house. Thanks.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up for the movie Train Dreams. We're going to have to watch it on Netflix or go to the theaters. And thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
All right, well, don't go away because we have more when we return.